Okay. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. It's on the table. Oh, G23, what's up? How's it going? Got busy for a second there, so let's see. I finally got all the pieces to put this thing together, so we're going to do that tonight. Then we'll test how sharp the blade is from factory. And we'll compare the action to a Para 3 in Maximet. Quack Attack, how's it going? Dakota, what's up? I think your hold is coming up here pretty soon. Just want to let you know. Oh, yeah, no. Yours, you got a while. The fact that you remembered that blows my mind. So this is in VG10. The quality control kind of sucked on the chamfer. Of course, it doesn't want to show it on camera. But the chamfer on this side is much smaller. So it was putting a jig wrong, unfortunately. So an interesting thing about this blade is it has a ramp for the detent ball to ride on. And I've never seen a blade with that. It's a Spyderco blade. It doesn't have any markings or anything on it. The only thing that's actually factory Spyderco on this knife is the scales. Everything else is either aftermarket or just fake. So here we go. Oh, that's the pivot. Okay, cool. Oh, and it came with hardware for, guess I didn't remember that. Titanium pocket clip hardware, too. T8. Beautiful. Next we need... I think that's all we need to put this thing together now. Okay. So next is the pivot along with its hardware. Stop pin in titanium. It is nighttime. Well, hello there. I've got a PM2 in my pocket right now. Pardon me while I have some troubles putting my my Para 3 build together. Nope. There we go. Now I didn't check to see if anything would fit first, by the way. So this isn't looking like great news. Interesting. Yeah, I personally don't use what's it called? Fixed angle sharpening systems. So now we have to try this because this is not good. The blade doesn't fit on the pivot, so either the blade hole is wrong or the pivot size is wrong. Pry bar. Where's my pry bar? Oh, I'm dumb. It'd help if I undid the back screw before trying to open this thing. Wow, now wasn't that easy now that I did it right. Okay, so let's check the hardware. Blade fits fine. That's bad news. That means the hole on the blade is the wrong size. Yep. That's not good. Oh. No, it's an aftermarket blade. That sucks. Well, that's what happens sometimes. What do you do? I don't know what a bushing would help with when it comes to this. That hole is too small to fit on the hardware. Oh, that's gonna suck returning that. That shipped straight out of China. I don't know how I'm supposed to return that. Oh, that sucks. Nope, too small. It wouldn't even fit on the hardware. I was really looking forward to that too. Either I'm out $42 or I might only be out shipping cost. Damn. Oh, what do you do? Sounds to me like I probably need to go and buy a Spyderco lightweight and just swap the handle. Yeah, that genuinely sucks. I was looking forward to this. And I kind of feel bad, but, you know, it's a quality control issue. That isn't my fault. I was really looking forward to seeing how that ramp worked out, too. Because I've never seen a Spyderco with a ramp for the detent ball. That was a first. That would have been cool. Oh well. Now to go on to Google and see if the Spyderco lightweight blades fit. If so, I might pick up a Spyderco lightweight pair of 3 and just swap the blade out. Oh, that sucks. Oh well. That is an aftermarket pivot. This is a aftermarket titanium hardware set. It wouldn't even fit on the regular hardware set, so everything on this is aftermarket except for the scales. Nothing broke. The hole isn't big enough. Being that it's heat treated, I'm not 100% sure I could find or I could drill it out, so is it at least sharp? It is actually. No. Arguably a better edge than factory Spyderco, which is saying something. I'll see what I can do. Definitely going to try and get my money back for that, though. That's very disappointing. Yeah, no, the Maximate one's fine. Still running strong. I just don't want to lose the hardware, so yeah, it happens sometimes. Well, time to open Google and see if I can stick a lightweight blade on there. Sucks because this whole set, the whole build cost me like $120. That sucks. That really sucks. So apparently, the Para 3 lightweight doesn't fit. Supposedly. I'm still looking, so give me a sec. There's a forum right here. Oh. Yep, so the parts are different. The hardware is different. Well, time to look for more aftermarket blades for this thing, or just a mangled Para 3. Come on, just one mangled. One with absolutely destroyed scales. I mean, these are definitely fake. Yeah, D2 at 58. Yet the blade claims that it's S30V. Disgusting. It's another lightweight. Come on, just give me one that isn't a lightweight. Oh well. Sit here and keep searching for one. Fine, we'll go on Blade Binge and look on there, see what they have. I've got some stuff up for sale on Blade Binge. If you click on my profile picture up here and then click on the section where it says plus 4 more links, the fourth one down is my Blade Binge account. And I have plenty of other stuff that I have up for sale that just isn't on there. Oh. Hmm. Oh well. So what do we do for the rest of the night? Because that's what I was going to be messing with it for the whole night, up until it didn't fit. So now we got to find something else to do. Well, I guess tonight, since we have nothing else to do, I can show off all the things that I have for sale. It's not that hard. Wait, are you in Idaho or what? Oh, cool. I'm in Idaho too. That sucks that I gotta return this thing. Oh well. I'm asking because it's not often that I find people that are in my same state. But yeah, I do knife sharpening, and I've fixed the tip on a few broken knives. Actually, this one had a broken tip. It's not S90V, but and my other, oh, that was S45V, and this one's S30V. I was wondering why it looks so clean. But yeah, I sharpened this on stream. Actually, I can show you what I've done because I took pictures before and after on another knife that I fixed. And then I posted them on Instagram. So that was the before pic, and that was after. Oh yeah, I was going to show stuff that I have up for sale. Or that isn't publicly for sale yet. Well, I guess this one is publicly for sale. Oh, my table's a disaster. Yeah, Kevin, if you're in the Boise area, I can do it for you. I reprofile tips for $10. I can actually fix that too. Well, it depends on how bad it is, but most of the time I can fix it. Need to go sell this thing to a pawn shop or something. I'd like to think my work looks clean. If I wasn't happy with how things ended up, I definitely wouldn't sell it as a service. It's disrespectful to the end user. They feel like they get ripped off. Brandon, how's it going? So all the ones on the green mat are up for sale. Not publicly, but they are up for sale. I had the wildest day today. At around 5:05, I got an email saying that somebody bought something from my Blade Binge account, and the post office closes at 5:30, and it's like, what, 3 or 4 miles away. So I had that thing. I don't package things before people buy them because I want to show them off on stream for anybody that might be interested, which is why all these things are not packaged. So that if anybody has any questions, I can show them anything about it that they want to see. nobody tends to do that, but anyway, the dude buys it and at like 3 something. I get an email at 5:05, or I check my email at 5:05. I package the thing up in 10 minutes and then I leave, and I got there like 4 minutes before they closed. So just a heads up, all of my streams are around the same time. Right around 11 is when they start, Mountain Time. Except every once in a while I start one at like 9, but that's not common. Anyway, we'll see you later, Anthony. You have a good one. I was kind of hoping that Kevin there saw my my post on Marketplace. I haven't gotten a message about my Marketplace ad in quite a while. Where's the sign? That's the taking a leak sign. Where's the I sell shit sign? There it is. I hope. No, that's not it. That's what I get for leaving the table a disaster. All this to find a cardboard sign that says that I sell stuff. Time to throw stuff away. Hey, there it is. There we go. Probably going to change that sign to something else here pretty soon. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace. Garbage. This one right here. Let me check what I sold the last one for. it wasn't all that much. Last one was $35 free shipping. I should put free shipping in here, but I don't for some reason. Yeah. How much are those? I think I had it priced at $25. Again, the prices that I give are including shipping. So I hate cleanup time. If only you guys could see the shit show that's happening off to the left of the camera. Can I scoop this on there? Garbage. This could be used for sharpness testing, but mostly garbage. More paper for sharpness testing. Shipping material. Testing material. Cleaning. glove goes elsewhere. Hey, a Band-Aid. We'll leave that here anyway. Gotta go put the glove away. Oh, this sucks. What else do we want to oh, that's where my mechanical pencil went. Pencil. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a lot better than it was. actually have room for some stuff now. I've been starting to look into the custom stuff lately. Need to look the guy up real quick, but dude's on Instagram and some of the stuff that he makes is just wild. But I want him to make a large version of that knife. It's like a 2.5-inch blade. And I want one that's like 3.5. Any minute now. There it is. Greylock Forge makes this thing with a rosewood inlay and MagnaCut, titanium scales, titanium frame lock. So you go onto the dude's website and they're $350. And the blade is 2 3/4 inches. So I want one of these where the blade is like 3 1/4 inches. So about a 1/2 inch longer. I think that would just be a great knife. And for the price, this one alone at that price isn't terrible. $350 isn't that bad. I'm not saying that it is inexpensive, but I'm saying value. I just wish I know how hard it was heat treated too. Is there something specific you're looking for, Kevin? Anyway, I've got a grail knife that I'm really close to being able to afford. No, I'm trying to consolidate my collection, which is unfortunate that I have to do such a thing, but I have 150 plus knives and I carry like 10% of them. So like almost all of my Kershaw collection is up for sale. Almost all of my CRKTs are up for sale. I just haven't put them all up yet because it's a lot of things to keep track of. Like just those two collections alone, I think it's like 50 knives. I believe they are what I would call mid-tech because they're made here in Idaho, which is fine. You know, that I'm not saying that that's a bad thing or anything. But I call mid-tech because he makes multiple of the same design. And I don't know if he takes fully custom orders or not. Been looking into Chris Reeve. All I can say, because I'm a content creator, I have to kind of keep things a little secretive. But my next knife is expensive. My next knife for me that I will own is expensive. But I buy used knives all the time to resell. If there's anything specific you're looking for or need help looking for, feel free to tell me. I'll see what I can find. I don't make any promises though, but I can try. Oh wow, everybody left. Oh yeah, no. If you're trying not to buy stuff, you might want to leave. I'm a very good salesman. I think this month I've sold like 6 knives. Which isn't great, but I can't talk too much. It was a decent amount. I'll put it that way. Oh, you're gonna hate me, dude, but I beat you to it. My bathroom break sign. Yep, I beat you to it. One of my moderators came up with that, and I'm like, well, I take leaks apart and clean them and put them back together all the time, so why not? I like to think that these things are priced well, but I'd say the market disagrees with me. I think the first knife that I actually dumped a ton of money into that I thought was expensive was my first Para 3. And I bought that thing and I never carried it, and then I sold it. And I felt horrible and I missed it every single day after I sold it. One of my subscribers that supports the channel quite a bit sent me a Para 3 in Maximate, and this right here, once I have it broken in again because I took it apart today, this right here is my favorite knife. By the time I am done fully modding this thing, it will be I try to price my things right in the middle of everything that sells on eBay. I fully clean all of them to the best of my abilities. This one I couldn't take apart, but all the rest of them, for the most part, I've taken apart, cleaned, sharpened, and putting them back together, including leaks. Full Fire, I haven't seen you in a bit. Speaking of selling my Para 3, that's who I sold my Para 3 to. I regretted that sale, by the way. I regretted that sale so much. Like the week after I decided, I'll just go carry my Para 3 today. It's not in the box because it's already gone. Oh, I regretted that so much. So much. Dude, I miss that thing. I mean, it's nowhere near as smooth as this one, but I don't know. An S30V or 20CV? What, did you give it to your brother? You're all good. I just figured I'd ask. It was one of the two. Hey, you don't show up often anymore. Been busy. Oh yeah, that's true. You got way more money than I do. I should show you the expensive shit that I have up for sale. I didn't see any date markers on this thing. I need to get this thing verified. I've planned on waiting to sell it to get it verified. So we'll be working on that, and then once that happens, you guys will either hear it's fake or you'll hear, woohoo, I got a certificate of authenticity for it now. And then I put it up for sale publicly. One of these days I'll end up buying a Chris Reeve. It's gonna be a while though. It's an Arius. In S90V. Everybody that I've talked to that knows anything about this knife believes that it's real. But I didn't know that they were supposed to have a date marker anywhere on them. And maybe the early ones didn't, because this one's like way, way early. Thing's old. Oh, you got a 21? Why'd you pick a 21 over a 31? Genuine question, by the way. And for anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, the Chris Reeve models go by either 21 or 31, I believe. And the 21s had a different lock design than the 31s. Dude, you've missed quite a bit in the time that you've been gone. Well, at least you got the good blade shape. The downside being you got it in S35VN. How's that a downside? Well, do you got the papers for it too? You might have gotten lucky. What's the heat treat? How hard is it? Okay. Yeah, right there, the heat treat is the downside of those 21s. The one I sharpened not too long ago was really, really soft. Matt, really? Just because I'm curious, what is your channel all about? What have you uploaded? What kind of content have you made? Have you made any content? Go to channel. 11 subscribers, made December 10th, 2015. Yeah, 59 to 60 is pretty low. So is it a full size 21 or did you get a small? I've been looking at those full size 31s lately. I'm interested. They're a little pricey though, $550. Yeah, I don't like inlays. I feel like they just get in the way. It makes it significantly more expensive for a piece of micarta that's just taped onto the handle. You're probably thinking I'm kidding. That is genuinely what they do. It is double-sided tape that's holding those on. Let's swap out for some other stuff that's up for sale. Because nobody's going to want to buy this thing. Ooh. Max, what's up? Yeah, you see, I have an issue with that. I prefer the ceramic lock face over the 21s. And I get that it might feel a little bit less secure, but long-term wear, it's just better. What to do, what to do. Yep, and well, the Para 3 isn't up for sale, but I think everything else on the mat is up for sale. You're good. I've got nothing to complain about. Yep, VG10 on the Delica. Nope. The Para 3 was Maximate, but that one's not up for sale. It wasn't what? And the Spider Coast Salt doesn't come in those steels. Rex 121 isn't stainless, so it's not a Salt Series steel. You want me to get a Sage 5? Are you wanting a Sage 5? Is that why? I can probably get you one for a good deal. Oh. They're not bad purchases if you enjoy them. Well, I think the Sage 5 I'm talking about is an S30V, so it's not like anything super special. Believe it or not, Full Fire, now I put in, I add receipts to every package that I sell. Oh, dude. Tell me about it. See, I don't do the payment stuff because I feel like it's debt. I mean, it is debt, but it's not worth it to me for the most part. So Kevin, are you in the Boise area? Or are you even interested in having the tip fixed on the Para 2? This is one I sharpened the other day in S90V. Give me some paper to test with. I don't know how I don't think I could help you with the finding a mini Adamas in MagnaCut, unfortunately. A what now? That is a weird looking knife. The one that this guy's talking about. Dude, it still hasn't been released. You paid for that thing 2 years early. I feel bad for you, dude. That's... The worst part about that is you paid for it so early that Spyderco prices have gone up since then. So let me guess, it was like 270 or something, 275 because of their early bird price or whatever. Damn, I'm good at guessing prices. Oh yeah, that's gonna take a while to show up, huh? Oh, you. That sucks. So you shouldn't be messaging Blade HQ asking when it shows up. Nope, I don't have a Whatnot account. Well, I do. I just never used it. Yeah, you need to be asking Spyderco when that thing's coming out, not Blade HQ. It's still on pre-order. That is... How do you pre-order a game, or not a game, a knife 2 years before it gets released? Oh yeah, let's just stick it on pre-order before we have all the shit worked up for it. Then go to another company. Hear me out, right? You're having issues with a company that's supposed to be making a vital part of the knife that you're going to sell. So wouldn't you go to a different company? What do you think soon means? Let's be honest here. Nobody knows what soon means. The Ken Onion, which one? Oh, this one. Or no? I think there are two. Yeah, which one? This one or this one? I'm assuming this one. Leaks are 35. I need to remake this sign. Remake it and have it say direct sale, USA only, Cash App only, and then free shipping. I don't know how I missed out on that. I don't think they made them in China. I'm pretty sure the leak was always made in the US. If you can actually read it, it says Speed Safe USA too. Is this one sharp? Oh yeah. $120? They sell for less than that new. Are you kidding me? All right, the price just changed. $80. No. No, they're still 35. I've got quite a few of these things. They don't sell very well. There we go. I do. I have Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Reddit for some reason. Yep. It's the same on here. You can also find it by going onto my channel and then clicking 4 more links, and it's right there. But it should just be KO knives. Reddit is just a cesspool of pissed off people. Like the sharpening Reddit or the sharpening community isn't terrible, but like I go onto Reddit wanting to see knife content, and like my feed is knife content, politics, 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 sexuality, then knife content, and all I want is the knife content. But they force it on me. It's disgusting. I've made it very clear that I don't want anything to do with any of the politics on that specific platform, but they don't care. It sucks. Nothing I can do about it. So I just don't go on there very often. So does that mean that you make custom knives, or do you just customize stuff? Okay, that thing's pretty sick. Under a black light, that thing is awesome. Dude. I, so now there's the question. Who makes the scales? I'm not trying to steal business, I'm more just curious, because I take my own stuff apart anyway. FYI, for the average person, I don't recommend taking your knives apart. Some of these things are a little more complicated than you think. I should really put my whole collection, not the whole thing, but a decent amount of my collection up for sale. it like Taro Tough? Hmm. This damn chair. What to do, what to do, what to do. You should be able to send a message anyway. I have that turned on. It goes all right. Not too busy or anything. I haven't been doing any sharpening tonight, so. But yes, I will follow you back because that is some cool shit. Oh, yeah, I already sent the follow back anyway. Sick. Yep, I like those. I don't have another pair of 3, but those things look sick. Is that like an aluminum foil carbon fiber deal? Oh, I didn't see that. Interesting. TTD. Okay. I don't see them anywhere. Yeah, neither can I. Blocks Fruits fan, how's it going? Alex, how's it going? First row. This one? Did I sharpen this one? I did, but I can do a better job. So this is a Kershaw Oh So Sweet. ERSHAW. Yep. $44. Yeah, right. Blade HQ, how much? 30. That's more like it. And how much are they elsewhere before I come up with my my price? Knife center, 25. Oh, I'm definitely not making money on that one. I can sell it for 20. We do need to get me some stickers. I need to buy some stickers. I need to make a design for some stickers. Oh, I've got a great idea for a sticker. A sticker that says, well, that's gone forever. And it's got like a knife screw or something. I think that would be entertaining. Oh, that's a good idea right there. One with a leak opening, and it says I've sprung a leak. That right there is like peak sticker. That's just perfect. No, I'm not a Tonto fan at all. I don't like sharpening Tontos, so one of them, I've done one that didn't suck. I'll look at that in a sec. I want to see how much that knife sells for new, so I can come up with pricing for it. It is mangled. And by mangled, I mean it's not really that bad, but it's not great. It's just got a ton of scratches on it. It'd be a great user. There, 51 new. $50 new. I really want to sell it for 40, but it's got a ton of scratches on it. So I think I can do like 37 or something. And it's going to be a great user. That's cool looking. I wouldn't buy it though. Definitely cool looking, but I definitely wouldn't buy it. Mostly because of that Tonto. I've got one of their exclusives and that's it. That's because it reminded me of my childhood. Live fast, eat trash. I like that. Microtech isn't really my thing. And the reason I say that is because they take a lot of maintenance to keep them working. And I don't like doing maintenance on stuff that's that convoluted. They're very, to me, they're very complicated. I have no clue what that knife is. Yeah, I have no clue what that is. You don't know what knife that is? Okay. $45. I don't know how much anodizing stuff costs, so that's my guess. Is purple after blue? Oh. Interesting. $80 isn't terrible. Maybe I'll reach out to them. See if they'll send me anything. Oh, I'm just very monotone as a person. That's how I sound all the time. Unless I'm actually having an in-person conversation, I always sound like this. I'm honestly not disappointed in that knife that you just sent me, but I just sound like I am. I'm looking it up at the moment, so I'm also talking while trying to look into something. And multitasking isn't really my thing. So you got an assault team 1. I think I'm going to ask them to send me an assault team 1. It's in 14C with titanium scales. Not bad. I'd buy that. It's $40. It's not bad. I might have to try that thing out. My cup of tea, I've started moving towards Spyderco and stuff like that. I'm moving into the more expensive stuff. Not that it's the only stuff that I'll carry. That's not true. I just have a preference now of stuff that's comfortable over cool. Like, I think the Para 3 is extremely comfortable. So it's one of my favorites. The PM2 isn't bad either. But I'd also carry an Elementum just fine. As long as you can afford to do it, you do you. You know what I'm really surprised about is that nobody wants this thing. Oof. I've thought about getting a Sage 5, but I'm saving up for something else at the moment, so trust me, I'd love to tell you guys what I'm saving up for. The problem is, if I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise. Which set? Do you mean these three? Or like the Kershaw collection? Because that's a lot. Yes. Okay, so the Kershaw collection sounds like a plan. Cornelia, what's up? How's it going? Cold Steel hater. I'm sorry that their heat treats kind of suck. That is not my fault. Sure, the lock's great, I'll admit that. The Triad lock is a very, very solid lock. And the Atlas lock isn't bad either. But, God, their heat treat is just such garbage. They need to fix that. I'm actually interested in the Atlas lock. My problem with it is it comes with one of their heat treats. I'm just not impressed with their stuff. Especially after it was sold. Which apparently happened a while ago, but Shart lock. The shark lock is fun. But again, it comes with a blade that's been heat treated by Demco, and this one sucks too. So, Demco, cold steel. Not that you guys are watching, but fix your heat treats. 56 isn't acceptable. OS 10A, so it's even worse than OS 10. The deadbolt lock. I haven't gotten a hold of one of those yet. I know it's been out for a little bit, but it's just not on my radar at the moment. If I can't get one used for a decent price, then I'm just not going to get one. Warsmith, how's it going? A Flytanium arcade. I was looking into those for a bit, and Flytanium has good aftermarket support, so that's probably a solid knife to mess around with. No, I learned that CRKT seems to think they're resting on their laurels quite a bit. They come out with a new M16 model every once in a while. They bring in the same designers, which isn't a big deal, but the problem I have with them is they're using the same shit. The same shit to make their stuff every time. Like just a couple years ago, they started using D2. Like I think it was last year when they really leaned into the D2. Everything else is 8CR or 12C27. But 12C27 shouldn't be over $100. If you're going to do that, pick 14C at least. The Provoke was kind of cool, but I got my hands on one of them and I didn't like it. It's too involved to close it. It's not simple, it's not fidgety. So DEF CON is owned by another company, and I got a hold of that company on the phone and asked them if they'd send me something, and they said get a hold of their marketing manager. So I reached out to their marketing manager and they never got back to me. DEF CON makes one knife that I genuinely want. But if they don't get back to me, I'm not buying it. It's reasonably priced, right? It's not priced terribly. It's just not something that I want to pay for right now. It's called the Fulcrum. The DEF CON Fulcrum. It's $200. And it's basically got, it's the same lock that's on the Truffles. The roundhouse lock. Which I think was a kind of dumb name, but whoop-de-doo. M390. No information on the heat treat. I need to call them again. Called them like a while ago, and then I sent them an email and they just never got back to me. I do like titanium. I prefer titanium over just about any other material. Yep. And that's how a lot of people think. You see something and then you look at the steel, it's 8CR, and you're just not impressed anymore. Like, I'm not looking forward to the day that Sencut comes out with a Vision FG or a Vision whatever, and it's an 8CR or 7CR or 5CR. I'm not saying they're going to do that. I'm just saying I don't have any cubies at all. I never reached out to them. Frankly, again, they're just not on my radar at the moment. I don't have the money to spend on the one that I want. It's like $140 or something. And it's also because I think I want them new. That's the thing. I don't want to fight with somebody else to get it. I'd rather just send them an email and say, hey, can I get a discount? I'm a YouTuber. And then well, now here's the question. Where do they make their money? Right? It has to make sense. They have to be making money somewhere. Or I could just send an email to the company that makes them and say, hey, could I get one of these? And so far, it's like a 25% chance that they'll say, sure, here, give me an address and a phone number and we'll ship it out. I'll tell you what, it is great being a YouTuber, but I need to make a video on okay. I might try it out, but I prefer to get shit for free. I have something else I'm saving for right now, so it's going to be a while. I'm pretty close to affording it though. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I was gonna say 577. That was more than I had just a minute ago. That would be a hard decision. We'll see. Who knows? Again, I'm saving up for something else, and until I buy it, I'm not spending any big money. And big money is like over $20. After I buy that knife, I'll do whatever. It doesn't matter at that point. Is there anything on the table you're interested in, by the way? I'm going to say probably not, but it's worth asking. Interesting. Is there... I haven't gotten to play with S90V yet. The PM2 I have an S90V isn't mine. It is, well, it's mine, but, you know, it's on hold for somebody, so I don't get to play with it. The Arius isn't mine, and I don't get to play with that one either. Yes, Maximate is for slicey stuff. You don't want to do any heavy use with Maximate. 15V, it was fine. I mean, it didn't hold an edge as long as the Maximate, which isn't surprising. According to Aiden, the first edge that they give it is pretty crappy. Or not crappy, he said not great because they don't sharpen them wet. You're what, Dulls Quick? S90V? That's a surprise. Maximate is an extremely specialized steel. I believe it was designed for machine work on industrial plastic when it first came out in like 2000 or something, or the 90s maybe. It was not designed for toughness at all. Same thing with Rex 121. Rex 121 was supposed to be a replacement for carbide in end mills. It didn't end up working out that well, apparently. At least I assume so. Yeah, but Crewware isn't stainless. I'm assuming if Warsmith is bringing up S90V, he's looking for something that's stainless. So let's find something with decent, I'm thinking like S60V. It's just not super common. So I'd mess around with, honestly, just S30V. Or no. No, S90V isn't that big of a difference. Yeah, supposedly. Give me a sec. Yeah, S45 is kind of like right in the middle of the road of edge retention and toughness. Same thing with S35. Honestly, I know it sounds redundant and kind of stupid, but probably just stick to MagnaCut. So breaking when dropped is, let's talk about that. That's not a common thing. Maximate and Rex 121 do that because when it comes to toughness, they are both extremely low on the scale. Where so here's the scale, right? On a graph. Edge retention down here, toughness over there. Maximate is a 2 out of 10. Rex 121 is a 1 out of 10. Most of these other steels are significantly better when it comes to toughness. But yeah, breaking when it drops, that's not a common thing. There are certain steels that are known for it, and I'm just telling you which ones to avoid if maybe you're clumsy or maybe you hand your knife off to somebody. So you want excellent edge retention and decent toughness. Yep. I'm just going to stick with my choice of S30V. You got to find somebody who heat treats it well, though. Oh, M390 MK. What don't you like about it? It's the same thing as M390. It's just Microtech's proprietary M390. Whatever they changed, I have no clue, but I don't think it was a big difference. I wouldn't mind getting an MSI. Don't do it, why not? Well, to be honest, I want a mini MSI. Like a 3¼ inch blade MSI with a reasonably proportional size handle. Nope, they don't. I sent them an email recommending it. But I think if they made this, would rock the knife market, okay? Nobody's talking about it. If they made a mini MSI with a 3¼ inch blade, how much is the regular MSI priced at right now? Just base model. I don't want anything special. No, it's less than that. The base model is 176 with polymer scales and blah 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 blah. So, if they priced a mini MSI at like 155, it would be a competitor. What do you mean, yuck? Well, yeah. Dude, it's a base model. Get over it. They can make it in different colorways and everything. But just imagine a Microtech MSI with a 3 1/4 inch blade and a proportional handle to that for $155. Ew, base model. Blah. What's wrong with a base model? How much are you wanting for it? Biggest downside of buying new, you will never get full price back for it. That's why I buy used so often. I wish you luck in selling it for that much. You should stick it on Blade Binge for like $210 or something. I'm not saying it'll sell, I'm just saying if you want $194, that's about how much you're gonna have to put it up for. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about, which is why I recommended S30V. Better edge retention than S45. And I hope that you do, but it won't be from me. Here in about 20 minutes, I'm going to end the stream. It's been a quiet stream. Haven't sold anything, so. If I'm lucky, tomorrow the knife shop will get restocked in that grail knife that I want. And I might be able to just go over and buy it. I didn't say that you ripped people off. You do a waffle, basically. Well, do you want something that's stainless or not? Because if you don't care about stainless, then we can look up other stuff too. K390 would definitely be better. As long as, again, you don't care about stainless. If you can find something in Vanitas 8. I know, that's what I was saying. If he doesn't care about stainless, then we can look into some other stuff. M4. How much are you looking to spend? I've never carried something in M4 personally. So yeah, 2 questions. How much are you looking to spend? And do you care if it's a fixed blade or not? Because I just found a great knife that I kind of want now, but again, I'm saving for something else. just need an answer to this one question. Well, two questions. And supposedly, according to Laren Thomas, one of his favorite steels is S90V because it has decent toughness and good edge retention. So you might as well go with that. The knife that I had in mind was a Kunwu Stiffy in Vanitas 8, which has better toughness than K390, but the same edge retention. It's $139 though. Sure, but I want to sell these to people who want them in my follower group. At least give my followers the first chance to buy this shit. And then if that doesn't work out, I might as well move over. It's not a commonly used steel. I already have an account, so not sure that's going to help. I'll see, but I'm not going to guarantee anything, because again, I made the account like before I had 1,000 subscribers. I just never did anything because they wanted me to join a Zoom call, and I was too lazy to do that. Well, actually, no. They wanted me to join a Zoom call like way early in the day at a time that there was no way I was going to be awake. I also don't have a label printer. I do all this shit by hand, so selling 9 knives isn't going to be a good time. 10, 11, 12. Is it which Vanitas? Because it depends. Vanitas 6 and Vanitas 8 are two different steels. I was looking for Vanitas 8 specifically. Oh, and yeah, there's Vanitas 4E as well. Forgot about that. I don't have a Para 3 in Magna Cut. Oh. Yeah, I haven't received that picture yet. Yeah, Vanitas 4E isn't as good as Vanitas 8 when it comes to edge retention anyway. It's better in toughness. No, I don't see it because, oh, there we go. Now the video sent. I'll be honest, if you're looking for a good knife, it's hard to go wrong with a PM2. It really is. I love mine. I prefer the Para 3 because of the size, but the PM2 is just a great knife. And if anybody tells you that the PM2 is a bad knife, they're wrong. That's the truth right there. It's a good knife. Yep, I get most of mine in black. This one, by the time I'm done with it, will have zirconium scales. And my Para 3 in Maximate will have titanium scales. Yeah, I don't need Magna Cut. I'm happy with the S45. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to have the other one that I've got in S90V, but that one's already called for, so I'm getting a good deal out of it. The other dude's getting like $60 off of what they go for. Oh yeah, I saw those. So these were originally designed and released only for Crucible Industries employees. Yeah, I feel bad for Spyderco. I knew they made a Karambit, yes, but I don't remember what it's called. Spyderco had this technical issue with their payment processor that happened, and it happened the day before the Magnamax Mule dropped. Oh, I bet they were all sorts of pissed off. Don't get me wrong, the thing still sold out, but I'm thinking it would be cool to buy one of these and then resell it, but that's kind of messed up too, so it's called scalping. But see, what I do when I scalp shit is I'm a little bit different than all the other guys. I'm not trying to make massive profit. I'm trying to make a quick buck. So if I ended up buying one of these things, it's priced at $290. While everybody else is selling it for like $400, I'll be selling it for like $320. Because that's just the kind of person I am. I make $30 and I'm happy. That's the kind of stuff that I do. I buy something, I sell it, I make a little bit of money. Angel Spins, are you into Benchmade by any chance? Indeed, knives. Well, the one I'm talking about, you wouldn't be able to customize, unfortunately. It is a Benchmade Arcane. I've got a buddy that wants to sell his Arcane. They're going for, by the looks of it, between 250 and 300. But it doesn't come with a box, so I can do a little less than that. I need to make sure I can get it, but if you are interested, It is a spring-assisted Benchmade with a crossbar lock and a flipper tab. So it's used. It's not in terrible condition. There's a few scratches. Fair enough. I just figured I'd ask. I would agree on that. Let me see what my buddy has when it comes to Spyderco's. He doesn't have a whole lot of stuff at the moment because I kind of already bought it all. Or all the decent stuff anyway. The big downside is this Saturday I won't be going to the pawn shop. So I'm missing 1 week of not only a week or that day I won't be live streaming, but I won't be going to the pawn shop, so I won't be able to look at his wares on that day like I usually do. This is a Terminus XR. In D2. A list of things that I have for sale, or what? Yeah. So these ones aren't put up for sale publicly yet, except for that one. But I'll show you where you can find them. All the stuff that I have publicly listed anyway. Actually, I think that one's public too. Let me double check. So, you're on my live stream. You click on my profile picture up here. And then where it says 4 more links, you click on that. It's the 4th one down. It's basically eBay for knives, except they don't take as much in fees. So anything that you see listed on here, they will make you pay about, I think, between 7 and 10 in shipping. And what I will do is I will do free shipping on any of these. Most of the decent stuff is, or not decent stuff, most of the extra stuff is already on the table at the moment and isn't for sale publicly. What kind of a cut does Whatnot take on sales? Okay. God, my blade bench is going pretty empty. Well, that sucks. They take more than Blade bench does. Does the buyer pay for shipping or do you pay for shipping? Well, I mean, 8% isn't terrible. Blade bench takes 7.5. eBay takes 13 plus. Yeah, I already knew about that though. I don't use their flat rate stuff very often. I try and use envelopes, padded envelopes that have tape on all the weak spots. It's cheaper in shipping. I save like $3 per thing that I ship. Fishy Fingers, what's up? How's it going? Good morning. It is, in fact, morning. For me to put up where? I don't have a place to put stickers, honestly. I don't dislike the waffle idea, by the way. I don't particularly like it, but I don't dislike it. So I need to make a video for oh, what's the place called? For Sharpo. I'm sure that's going to go fine. It's just going to take a while. Yep, you have a good one. Best knife. By best knife, I'm assuming you mean my favorite. But it's this one. A Spyderco Para 3 in Maximate. Coming in at a close second is probably my full-size military. And the PM2 isn't bad either. Damn, I need to sell something. Oh. Maybe I'll drop a price on something. Mohammed, how's it going? How's your day going? Hi. Oh, I think here in a minute I'm going to end the stream. All right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I know it wasn't anything super special tonight, but you know, that happens sometimes. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, night, morning, whatever it is. And we'll see you in the next one.